is now time for member statements. I recognize the member from Newmarket Aurora.
Speaker, and Christmas came early to Newmarket Aurora this year. The Newmarket Santa Claus Parade was a magical event with thousands of people lining the streets of downtown historic Main Street. Christmas carols were being played while children were beaming with excitement in anticipation of seeing Old St. Nick. The Aurora Santa Under the Stars Parade lit up the evening down Yonge Street, and thousands of people again lined the streets with the realization that Christmas is only 1 month away. Speaker, the biggest Christmas gift my community received was last Friday when we put shovels in ground on the construction of Newmarket's newest emergency housing facility. Blue Door, a housing charity, and so much more is tearing down the existing 12-unit emergency and transitional housing facility and replacing it with a 14-stacked townhome that will be able to accommodate families. This facility will ensure accessibility, provide upgraded facilities, and have expanded services. I would like to thank the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing for his support on the ministerial zoning order that helped the town of Newmarket, the municipality of York Region, Blue Door, the United Way, amongst other organizations who came together to ensure this project came to fruition. Thank you to the Minister for bringing Christmas early for my community, as we are truly appreciative of his efforts. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Member statements. The member for Timiskaming Cochrane.
Thank you, Speaker. Over the last few days, we've heard a lot about road closures in the District of Muskoka and Gravenhurst, Washego. Our heart goes out to those people. It really does. But what you don't hear in the news most of the time is after that, the highways were closed multiple times. 11, 17 were closed multiple times. A six transport pileup on Highway 11. And multiple in my riding as well. Highway 11 and 17. And it's not necessarily a road maintenance issue. There was a little bit of snow. People in Northern Ontario are rightfully frightened of their Main Street. And every time that the minister gets up and says, we have the safest roads in North America, people in Northern Ontario, they feel not only disrespected, they get angrier and angrier and angrier. All our families are coming home for Christmas, hopefully. And we all want our families to come home safe. I realize all of us do. But mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles in Northern Ontario really are frightened that their families might not make it. And I'm not exaggerating this. I'm not. We need to understand that the Trans-Canada Highway in Northern Ontario is not a safe route, and we all have the responsibility to change that, and so does especially the government, not just maintenance, but also to make sure that commercial drivers can actually drive on northern conditions. That's your responsibility, and you haven't taken it so far. You better, because the next death is on you.
Remind the member I take full responsibility for everything I do, and remind him to make his comments through the chair. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Member statements. The member for Richmond Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is time of the year again when the holiday spirit fills our hearts and communities. On November 29th, the Salvation Army in Richmond Hill launched its annual Christmas Carol campaign at Hillcrest Mall. This campaign plays a crucial role in supporting local children, families, and newcomers to Canada. As we gather with loved ones this season, we must remember the many in our community who need our help. I'm proud of the many organizations and volunteers who make it their mission to support those in need. I would like to take a moment to appreciate the non-profit organizations in our community. These organizations, along with the dedicated staff and volunteers, work tirelessly to improve lives and provide critical services, often without recognition. I also want to acknowledge that the next Nonprofit Sector Appreciation Week will take place from February 10th to 14th, 2025. I encourage everyone to join us in celebrating the invaluable work of our nonprofit organizations. Let's celebrate their remarkable contributions to the nonprofit sector, not just during that week, but every week. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Member statements. The member for Thunder Bay, Atikokan.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I am deeply concerned that people are being blocked from visiting their relatives in long-term care because of the illegal use of the Trespass to Property Act. Paul Zeman has been banned from seeing his mother for over a year because he expressed anger about the quality of her care. And because his father can only visit with his assistance, his father is not being able to see his wife for over a year. The result? Paul's mother, Anna, has been forced into social isolation by her care facility. The Fixing Long-Term Care Act states that residents have the right to receive visitors of their choice. Sadly, the Minister of Long-Term Care has suggested incorrectly that the Trespass to Property Act can be used in exceptional circumstances, but case law does not support this claim. Only the occupant of the unit, in this case Anna, has the right to say who may or may not enter her home. The facility does not have this right, and when they abuse their authority, the financial burden falls on the banned family member to take the home to court. If a person is a threat to the health and safety of people in a care home, the home must apply the correct legal remedies, all of which require due process and the provision of evidence. The isolation of seniors from their families is a cruel form of intimidation. I am calling on the government to step up, educate police officers in care homes on the correct use of the Trespass to Property Act, and once and for all, stop these abuses.
Thank you. The next member statement, the member for Markham Unionville.
Speaker, on November 4th, joined by Premier Ford and many of our fellow colleagues, I had the honour of attending the grand opening of York University's newest campus, located in the heart of my riding of Markham Unionville. This state-of-the-art facility will equip students with skills needed to succeed in today's economy, while supporting the growth of local industries and creating new pathways for success in my community. Our government recognized the importance of modern, innovative learning environments. That's why we are investing over $201 million on the past year to ensure publicly assisted colleges and universities have the facilities, learning tools, and equipment needed to be prepared students for the job of today and tomorrow. In addition, we are supporting Made in Ontario innovation by committing over $92 million to research projects across universities, colleges, research institutes, and research hospitals. This investment will drive growth, fuel discovery, and shape the future of our workforce. I would like to once again congratulate York University on the opening of this new campus. It is an exciting milestone for Markham Unionville and a bright step forward for Ontario's future. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Member statements. The member for Windsor West.
Speaker, it's been a tough 6.5 years for many families in Windsor under this Conservative government. The cost of living has skyrocketed. The unemployment rate in Windsor is the highest in the entire country. Those on ODSP and OW are living in deep legislated poverty. The Feed Ontario Hunger Report notes that in 2023-24, over 1 million individuals accessed a food bank in Ontario, visiting almost 7.7 million times. First-time users represented 77% of those needing support. Food bank use has been on the rise for 8 years. This is the second year of unprecedented surge in demand. The main reasons? Insufficient income and unaffordable housing, and homelessness is at a historically high level. This is reality under this Conservative government, yet they continue to give out hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars in backroom deals that benefit luxury foreign spa owners and wealthy Conservative donors. In 2023, 1 in 4 families in Windsor-Essex did not have secure or adequate access to food, according to the Windsor-Essex County Health Unit. The government is spending tens of millions of taxpayer dollars on self-promotional ads telling Ontarians everything is fine and the government is doing just great, yet people in this province are left hungry and many will be homeless this holiday season. Speaker, it has been an incredible honour serving as the Member of Provincial Parliament for Windsor West for 10 years, and while the Conservatives seem to live in some alternative reality, I will continue to use my voice and the opportunity given to me by my constituents to fight for the living conditions they need and deserve.
Thank you. Member statements. The member for Mississauga, Aaron Mills.
Mr. Speaker, I was sad to learn about the robbery that took place last week at Misk Jewelry at Ridgeway Plaza in Mississauga, Aaron Mills. Just 3 minutes drive from my constituency office, a group of masked individuals attacked the employees in a violent robbery. Speaker, just the past few weeks we have been seeing robberies across GTA, such as Dixie Mall, Square One in Markham and in Brampton. Jewelry stores broken into, pharmacies robbed at gunpoint, storefronts destroyed, auto theft continue to cause problems. Speaker, we hear it frequently from our constituents. People are feeling that it's unsafe for them and their families in their own communities. Businesses are eating losses. People are having their property stolen. In response, our government is taking immediate action to fight crime. We have invested $112 million in new funding to enhance bail compliance and keep violent offenders off the street. We have invested in judicial system for more prosecutors and violent crime experts. But our efforts are fruitless if the federal government does not pull their weight. We cannot have justice system where repeat violent offenders are arrested and released again on the same day. Speaker, the federal government must take immediate action to stop crime in our community. We will continue to stand for Ontarians and work hard to ensure everyone is safe and secure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Member statements. The member for Guelph.
Oh, thank you, Speaker. It's the holiday season, and I want to wish everyone all the best. It's also budget season for municipalities, and I've been meeting with mayors and councillors who are struggling to avoid large property tax increases and service cuts because of provincial downloading. With budgets tight and people struggling to afford the basics, local leaders are asking why multi-billion-dollar oil and gas companies are getting a free ride for their use of public land. The City of Guelph recently passed a motion to charge such right-of-way fees when they renegotiate their 20-year franchise agreement with Enbridge. This could raise millions of dollars the city could use to invest in addressing the homeless crisis in our community. But provincial law prohibits this in Ontario. BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Nova Scotia all allow municipalities to charge private utilities like Enbridge a fee to use public land. That's why the member from Kitchener Centre and I have introduced the No Free Ride for Fossil Fuels Act to allow municipality to charge these fees. At a time when municipalities are struggling to deal with the intersecting crisis of mental health, addictions, homelessness, and poverty, why is a multi-billion-dollar company with a $19 million CEO getting a free ride? I want to applaud the City of Guelph for trying to change this, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Member statements. The member for Scarborough Agincourt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is truly an honor to recognize the remarkable achievements and birthdays of our seniors who have reached the incredible age of 95 or more. I was delighted to attend and extend the Premier's warmest greetings to Shepherd Village seniors who celebrated this milestone. The celebration was a beautiful tribute to longevity, resilience, and invaluable contributions of these extraordinary individuals. Shepherd Village has always provided exemplary care, compassion, and sense of belonging to our residents. I commend the leadership and the staff for their dedication in fostering an environment where seniors can thrive and continue to lead fulfilling lives. It fills me with immense pride to witness such remarkable milestones being celebrated in Scarborough Agincourt. Wishing the celebrants continued health, happiness, and many more wonderful years ahead. Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence, allow me to read the names of the esteemed seniors. Ria Colwell, Clarence Westcott, Ruth Lucas, Muhammad Shahid, Kumarasamy Sinatambi, Bernice Birmingham, Gritwood Trudy Clark, Elizabeth Bank, Cheese Takata, Jesse Ogar, Clara Morgan, Gladys James, Lucille Mateas, Norberto Gonzalez, Seta Chang, Manfi Lau, Tzu Ping Wong, Olga Kittenberg, Gladys Wismer, Lillian Gray, Gwendolyn Duffy, Lavina Dower, Joyce Chin, Margaret Whitehead, Vera Day, Edith Pinacock, Maxwell Pinacock, David Jose, Noel Thompson, Bing Yao, Anna Kui. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. The next member statement, the member for Perth Wellington.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today to recognize the incredible athletic achievements celebrated at Wellington North's third recognition of outstanding achievements in sports night. The Mount Forest Rams under-15 rep hockey team had a phenomenal season, finishing with a 24-9-2 record and winning the WOAA Lock Ridge Championship. In the playoffs, the Rams dominated with a 7-0 record, outscoring their opponents 53-9 in the round-robin portion of the playoffs, before advancing to the Ontario Minor Hockey Association Tier 3 Championships, where they placed third. The Mount Forest Under-12 Soccer Club also had a standout year, completing an undefeated regular season and tournament victory. And what makes this team truly special is the sportsmanship and camaraderie that they displayed, setting an example of teamwork and inclusivity both on and off the field. And finally, Speaker, I'd like to celebrate Chloe Hall, a talented lacrosse player from Arthur, who represented Team Ontario at the Under-13 National Box Lacrosse Championships in Regina, Saskatchewan. Completing in all 8 games, including the final against Team British Columbia, Chloe and her teammates earned a silver medal, showcasing their incredible talent and dedication. These athletes have made our community proud with their perseverance, teamwork, and achievements. Congratulations to all the honorees. You represent Perth Wellington with great pride. Thank you, Speaker.
Very much. That concludes our member statements for this morning. We have with us